Symptoms of a bad fuel pressure regulator include failure to start, failure to run, rough idle, which sometimes may smooth out as you increase the throttle, dark exhaust, poor fuel economy, and you can also check the fuel pressure regulator by removing the vacuum hose, and if you smell gasoline there or see some wetness, that might indicate a bad diaphragm in the fuel pressure regulator itself. I'm going to test this one with a Mighty Vac. We're going to check the diaphragm to see if it holds vacuum. If you don't have a Mighty Vac, I recommend you get one. These are quite important to have. As you can see, we've pumped it up to about 15 pounds and we're getting a slow drop of vacuum, which indicates a leak. Also, I will tell you that when I first disconnected this, it had definite gasoline coming out and inside the vacuum lines. Okay, there you go. You can see it does not hold vacuum. Alright, this one needs to go. For comparison, here's a fuel damper with a good diaphragm, and you'll see that it will hold vacuum. There we go, we pumped it up to 15 pounds and you can see it's pretty steady. Okay, for this job you'll need wrenches. You'll need a 15 millimeter, 19 millimeter, and a 24 millimeter. Disconnect the battery, ensure the fuel lines are depressurized. Your counter holding. Might get a little fuel coming out, that's okay. Alright, I'm inserting a screwdriver in here as a counter hold, because this nut is stuck on there pretty good. Let's see what we can do. Not budging. Okay, the 24 millimeter nut is not budging. It's stuck on there pretty good, so I'm going to have to remove the bracket with the fuel pressure regulator so I can remove that on the bench. Now we've got right here a bolt. I'm going to be careful not to lose too much coolant out of this cap here. Okay, right here we've got a 13 millimeter nut. Go ahead and remove that one. And we'll take care not to drop it down into the abyss. There we go. Alright, now we're going to remove the bolt. Again, be gentle here because this is a cap for the coolant. And we don't want to disturb the gasket too much. Okay. I already see some coming out there. Set that here. Let's just put this here for now. Okay. Fasteners here, 8mm. Alright, and it's free. Okay, a little persuasion. There we go. Okay, we're going to keep this a little loose and then put it back the way it came out. First off, we need to reattach fuel line. And leave it a little loose to start until we get everything positioned. Alright, let's get everything pre-positioned here. Stick that right there. And we're going to need to remove that bolt and put it back in. And we'll start out with it a little bit loose until we get everything positioned. Alright, this one's 15 foot-pounds tight. The rest of them are not as critical. Okay, so make sure all your vacuum tubes are reconnected. I'd pull these off so that the lines could air out. They had fuel in them. Okay, now we're going to do a leak test by jumpering the fuel pump. Reconnect the battery. Fuel pump relay is number 20. We're just going to put a little jumper in here. Check for leaks. Feel around. The connections that we disturbed. smell anything. Nothing cold, nothing wet. Alright. There she is. We'll reconnect the MAF and start her up. Alright, MAF's back in there, and we'll go ahead and start her up. Alright, a little rough at first. Let's see if it smooths out. But it's running.